Okay, hello. Welcome to this another bar video. This time it's going to be a little different because for some reason all lobbies in the bar servers are just completely filled and there's like only 2 servers up and I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to record a video where I played this very unorthodox game. This player over here, this high-rated player, the blue player, he did something really weird and it really made the game very difficult for us. And I'll just show you some this replay. It's like think of it as an unorthodox frontline guide because this is not like a normal game by any means because of the strategy this guy employs. It was super effective at the early game and it really made this game difficult. So let's just start this game. So at the beginning, it's just like, very normal, everyone's just building stuff. But we're gonna see that this guy does something really weird and it just destroys us for the early game here, and we have to I had to make some key plays to try to bring this game back at least up here. It was very difficult, but at least our players, my team definitely carried me a little bit. They definitely ended the game for me. I was barely holding on to defend this bottom half in the later half here. So yeah, I'm just going bots. But interestingly, this guy goes air first, and he builds a transport. So you can already see what's going on here. So he builds just 2 mexes, an energy storage, interesting, and 7 of these windmills, and then he gets his transport, and then he and a scout, and immediately it's just gonna fly over with his commander. So okay, let's slow down. So actually, let's pause. Let's see what he sees. Let's watch this from his view. Oops. Yeah, this is from his view. Yeah. So he doesn't see anything, right? That's why he builds a scout. The scout doesn't see anything on the hill. The scout then goes to the mid player. So actually, he's scouting both players at the same time. He's looking for commanders. Okay. The reason is because he wants to drop this on a base and just degun everything. And that's literally what he gets. He gets so much out of this one little move. West side players hate him. My team was just like, what the freak? What is this? And they were just completely freaking out. So there's nothing here. There's nothing. And he just gets to land and degun everything. And I'm pinging this out. I'm like, what's going on here? Okay. So that is cash money. This is just absolute cash money for him. He just took out basically 1,000 worth of metal for this one little trick. West side players hate them. See how he destroyed an enemy mid player in one simple trick. Okay, so that's just interesting to see. I don't know. This is super unorthodox, so I'm just gonna make a video on it, milk his strategy for content, I guess. So one thing you should do when you encounter this strategy, I was thinking of what are the counterplays, is literally if you just take your commander, you run it back, and you just degun him, okay? Because what happens is, presumably you have an engineer. If you don't, you just get it from another player. That's now 4K metal just sitting at your base if both your commander and their commander dies, okay? And I realized this immediately, so I try to ping him and tell him to kill him, right? But he doesn't realize. He just runs this way. Now this doesn't make him a bad player because he definitely holds this area later on for me really well. But he was just probably caught off guard, didn't know what to do. Just degun is what I would say if you can. The second thing is if you have air. I don't think any of my allies have air. Yeah, because it's so unorthodox. No one has air. If you had air, you would build an interceptor and just try to get the transport. If you try to kill the transport so the commander dies. That's if you see this happening, you should just try to pump out an interceptor right away and get him. Because what he does is he flies over here, and then he flies over here. I was trying to move my commander to cover this position, but I saw him flying, so I moved it back. So he was like, oh, I don't want to kill this player. So he flies this way, he sees the commander there, and then he goes up here, and this guy's commander had left. And so he gets another base. And it was just why? Why? Because, okay. I'm back in the no fog of war view, but look, see this commander? He's gonna walk this way. Okay, he could have walked like this instead and just degun him. In fact, he has vision. We have vision of this, and he could just walk this way and degun that. In fact, you can even chase him all the way up here and degun him. But he just goes like this. So I think that was a missed opportunity, but you know, this guy's not bad. He definitely holds this despite like this terrible start. He holds it very well. Okay, so because I know that this just happened, my priority is now actually to like fight in this area because I need to cover for this player, but I also want this top side to win for my team, because if this side's a loss and this side's a win, we're back in an even game. So I had kept my eyes on this commander. I knew he was going to go up here because this hill is like a very key area in this top half to win. So my grunts were up here to try to stop him, but like I have like what? It's gonna include enemy grunts, but I had 8 grunts up here, 9 grunts. There's no way I can kill this. He's just gonna degun them. You need like 25 grunts to take down the commander. And there's just no way I can kill him. So I'm just like dancing around him, trying to keep track of him. I was intending to go economy this game, but after seeing what happened here, I realized I had to play the front line. There's just like no other way. So we're just gonna keep playing. We're on 2 times speed, but I know he's like, we're discussing how to kill him, but like, you know, nothing I can do with 8 pawns here. I mean, the enemies like really made this game difficult. They definitely like contested me hard up here. They continuously pressured down here. I don't know what happened top, but you know, I can't pay attention to everywhere all at once. Yeah, I try to get a run by because I see he's getting a successful run by, but no, they have so many pawns, 17 to 7 here, because they have the mid position. They can produce faster. They're also having another player up that can produce, so just getting completely shut down here. Okay, now he's just, I don't understand how he gets away with this. He can't keep getting away with this. He destroys his base. He goes up here, he builds a factory, he captures the hill for his team, okay? And then he just goes back for more, and I'm pinging this out. I'm like, why does nobody have interceptors? Like, okay, so I had to move this back because I know that if he lands here and he deguns, it's over for me, so I have to have my commander close by to degun. He doesn't like that I have my commander nearby, so he looks for a different target. I'm just like, why is this getting... This is... At this point, I was so like demoralized. I was like, oh no, this game's so bad. I'm pinging this out, but no one's responding at all. He gets another base. Yep. He gets another base, like, I don't know. Yeah, he doesn't have much at his base because he has no build power there, but he has a factory there. He has a hill for his team. He goes up here and he gets even more. I'm just like, this is so crazy. This is such a crazy strategy that works so well. But this guy finally gets the right idea. He just runs him down and deguns him. Yep. And now that's 4K metal right here for our team, which is very good. It's a small consolation for all that damage that was done. I would still think that at this point, this trade was better for blue. Most definitely better for blue. He's got the hill. His team, he's got like 2 players here that can cover for this side, and his team is now winning on this side because this player is no good, or he's dead. Or he's not dead, he's just severely behind, okay? So that entire trade was beneficial for blue. At the moment, when he killed this player, right? Or he destroyed the base, and if this player had just run up and degunned, I think that trade would have actually been bad. Because I would have covered right here for him. We would have gotten 4K metal, and he would have only taken out 1K metal in like a factory and some buildings, right? I think that trade would have been better for us if this player had degunned right here. But the fact that he was able to go up here, get the mountain or get the hill, at that point, once he gets the hill and he escapes, that's when he wins. And the fact that he just comes over and just gets like 2 more bases is just plus for his win. Okay, so at this point, this game looks really grim for our team. We're probably really behind. You can already see like the line is like midline here, bad here, midline here. So we got 2 bad, 2 midlines. And I will make a play to try to capture this hill for our team, which is, you know, you need 1 win to start turning the tide. So I'm just mostly focusing on units. And now that the commander's dead, I can use my commander out in the field here a little bit. So I'm gonna run my commander all the way up and just try to contest the spot, because I know that if he doesn't have his commander here, he can't really produce that well. His production is severely limited by his constructors and his ability to produce turrets, but that takes a lot of time because he spent a lot of time walking around. I know he's not going to have a lot of production. I'm going to try to contest that before, but his team is going to cover for him, which is just like excellent play on their part. Also, this middle is like really close to our side, so it's like very hard for, even though they're winning, it's hard for them to, you know, deny us from getting this medal that was dropped. Yeah, just that crazy play like helped them so much. He's even being pesky here. I don't remember how this vehicle plant got destroyed, but it doesn't matter because he's got another plant here. So look, they're just contesting my ability to go up here. I don't know what happens, but they run away for some reason. Like, I really just want to go like this, and if they had just parked their units right there, it would have been impossible for me to win. Also, these two players on the bottom, or I guess this player included, really helped hold this line here for as long as possible, which helped me get the hill. Yeah, it's just stalemated up top, stalemated down here, but the key area that breaks through is right here. This is where I shine for a little bit in this game. I fall off in the late game because I'm stuck trying to defend the bottom for so long. But look, I don't know why he moved it back up. I guess he was just pressured by red here. He just felt intimidated, but that lets me just get the hill, and I can now run my commander up. Get up to the high ground, so now I can start contesting this base. As I move my commander up, I want to build like little outposts as I go, just some turrets, so that way they can't run by me from behind as easily. Okay, let's slow down. So once I go up here, I actually split to try to pressure both sides. Yeah, just try to make it difficult to them. So force these players to defend here, force this player to defend both these chokes. Just try to spread them out a little bit here. But I also don't want to take fights because I want to just keep pressuring them and, you know, apply pressure without breaking at all. So no decisive fights here. I just try to get good trades. Now I didn't have the vision, but I could have probably pressured right here, but I didn't really see it. I just knew he had a whole boatload of turrets here, and that's exactly what was the case. Bad micro here, but no, these things, these thugs outrange these grunts, so they are able to get decent trades here. So I felt that they moved up here, so I'm just gonna swap right back around and pressure them. This is like just like those other videos I have where you try to pressure their weak points. You avoid areas of high power and you just continuously hit where they're vulnerable. So we move back out, forcing them to follow. And if they follow, that means I can kite them and get good trades. So he's even forced to back up. And so now green is in like a weird spot. So at this point, okay, I'm thinking I want to pressure here, and I'm gonna like hope that red notices, and I have to ping him a lot to wake up here. So now I see I'm getting sandwiched, so I have to run this way. And I'm pinging him out, like, please help me. We can break this position. We have the numbers. He finally wakes up, and we're able to get the commander, which is a win for this this top side here. So definitely, okay, so now I'm fighting two battles. So I kind of lose micro ability, so I'm just sort of like rallying them to fight, hoping red can take out the commander for me. As I'm like fighting on multiple fronts. I'm like 100% relying on this player to hold this area for me so I can get my reinforcements to this point. Like, seriously, this guy was able to bounce back despite, I guess it was the 4K medal helping him, but he was able to hold this, which is exactly what I needed. So, like, congratulations on this guy. Like, it kind of makes up for the play where he missed the D-gun because he was able to hold for my reinforcements, which enables this entire theater of war, I guess, which is what lets us to take the hill, which gives our economic advantage here to the top side, which lets us win the top side later on. Especially this back player, he's able to tech up with all the space that's created. So now we get the commander here. I'm like, okay, so I see that this side is now winning because green had lost a huge army. He lost his commander, so his commander is a huge defensive advantage. So that means red is now free to just keep going like this with whatever support. And I know that this side is going to win, so I'm going to focus on this. And blue did some fancy commander tricks, so I'm like, I'm going to do some fancy commander tricks on this this hill. You're not going to get away with those fancy commander tricks. I'll do the same thing. So now my plan is now to contest this hill 100% and just ignore this top side as much, mostly. I guess I'm still rallying troops in, but that's the plan. So we still have this corridor open, which is what's letting us win. I think this player is probably helping this player, so, you know, it's two players holding this choke for me to just go up and help the top side. Okay, this is why you use a commander on the front line. Look, that was like 20 pawns. If you're just paying attention, you can get a D-gun and just win a fight that would normally kill a commander if you just D-gun. And the turrets soak up a little damage for me so that, you know, it's not as bad. So that's why you have these turrets. It's like anchor points to try to defend your commander as he can move around. Of course, I'm sending in reclaim bots as often as I can. I have it set in my build like once every 20 units or so, 25-ish, to try to, you know, just have it up all the time whenever I want it. Okay, so these guys are kind of just sacrificial now, just trying to attack, do whatever they can over here, just to keep this pressure up a little bit. As now that my main objective is this hill. Okay, so I tell my team I'm using my commander on this, using my comm on this. Okay, the idea is the commander runs in, he blows up, and then we have the units swarm the position and clean up everything. And if we get the hill, we get my 2k metal, we get all the metal on the hill, and we get the 2 mexes, which further makes this side winning. Okay, now this side is still holding, like disadvantaged, but still holding, and they're doing a great job as holding as long as possible. Because if these positions got overrun, this would not happen, and we would just lose the game immediately, all because of this player did like a great opening play. So I cloak it so I can get closer without him noticing, but I think he does notice. He realizes what I'm doing because I'm not backing out. Nuke goes off. Okay. Luckily, the factory goes down, actually. I was thinking when, after the gameplay, I was thinking, like, would it have been better to go this way? But I think not, because the turrets were shooting at me when I was cloaked, and there were fewer turrets on this side. So, although it was a shorter rush distance on this side, so I wasn't sure whether you could go from which... I don't know which side was better for this situation, but it definitely worked out in my favor here, because now my soldiers can just run in. He's got 5 thugs, but I also have 5 thugs. And I have reinforcement streaming. His production's down, so he can't reinforce his position, so he's forced out. My commander's here, so they're giving us like the wreck once we take this. So this hill's lost for him. So he did a fancy commander play, I did a fancy commander play, just running in to break a position. Because there was no way I was breaking that position without the commander running in and dying. Maybe I should have rezzed that. That would have been like an interesting play, but I'm just so used to eating an entire commander once I use it. Ooh, red is something nice up here. I didn't notice that when I was playing. Yeah, see how all these plays up here are now making our side win the top side very hard, whereas the bottom side's now kind of losing? Yeah. You know what? They were able to break this. I didn't realize, but because we had no vision on this for a long time, at least from what I noticed. Yeah, good plays by my team here. So we're really making up for the plays that blue did. We're coordinating to try to make this up. But the play that blue did made so much space because we had to launch an entire campaign over like this entire area. Bought so much time for this back player. The back player is already almost done to fusion. The 700 metal would probably complete this right now. He's already on fusion, basically. We're just starting fusion with our player, who's been forced to assist in the front line for all of this time. He's a little behind because, you know, the fusion timing, but this is like a huge economic lead for this back player who wasn't involved in too many fights. He built some pawns for here. Okay. Yeah, these units, they're just I didn't have enough attention for this location, so you know I don't think my coordination with these guys was too perfect up here. But it's because I'm trying to like get T2 off the body here, so I'm trying to micro the base here. Yeah. So now red has the hill, right? We have the hill. We have this little corridor that lets us reinforce. For me, I stopped playing up here because I'm not needed because our team is winning up here now. I'm needed down here to hold this line because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, maybe like 3 because this guy's presence is very low versus 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 3v4. I have to come back to help here. Once I won this top side for my team here. Or helped win it because I couldn't have done this alone. If I didn't have the troops for red here, red definitely helped over here on the hill. So now I'm just sending what I have up here. But orange is gonna say he needs help. So once I get to the T2, I immediately transition. So yeah, I think they sacrificed another commander to stop this advance, which is what's gonna hold here for a long time. And at that point, I realized, okay, I gotta let my team up north deal with it because this is just so far away. Yeah, that's a lot of grunts he's able to produce. He's able to just get 2 factories and produce them non-stop. Ooh, he's reclaiming his commander. I didn't notice that. Like, there's so many things you can't notice when you play these games. But definitely, like, good for their side. So that's probably why they're able to hold for so long. They, you know. I remember this another commander explosion. Maybe that was the commander explosion that I missed. Yeah, that's how they're able to hold this area. Okay, so orange just said he needs help, so I realized, okay, I need to transition. So I was able to get a few mexes here, especially this one. This one was helping me, but these ones eventually go down probably. I don't pay attention to this side anymore. I get a radar up for my team. I don't know if they had radar here. They did, but this one covers a little more for my team. Get the radar on the hill, that's it. And I was intending to take these mexes, but red was faster. He also got the advanced mexes on them. Dang, I probably, looking back, I should have sent an engineer to upgrade this one because I was hurting on economy from this point onwards, just desperately trying to hold for orange because I look at this and there's like nothing. There's a couple beamers, but like it's not looking too great on this side. They have so much stuff. Like, look at all these maces. And they have a lot of Sheldons. They definitely outnumbered my Sheldons. It was just like a very, very close fight for this bottom half. So I'm gonna stop. Maybe I'll just continue watching. I think this was a miss micro. I think he should have just run at these Sheldons because these Sheldons just get a huge trade off. You know, I think he breaks. I don't know what's going on. I don't remember this side too well here. Yeah, I think this is just miss micro. I think he should have bunched them up and run them at one position. See, these Sheldons get a very favorable trade. They could have all died if they bunched up and ran just non-stop at them. Because grunts are faster. Yeah, that lets them get a favorable trade. The hill is not broken. Okay. And down here, I'm just desperately trying to fight. I'm like severely undermanned. I have no army. It's all just rallying troops. I have to like completely stop economy, which I get desperately behind because of that, just because I'm holding this line for my team. Because his economy is 16 base without reclaim. Not great. Like, it's not great across the board here. Maybe it's a little higher. I can't tell. It doesn't look like he has any converters at all, so it's probably just 24 with the 3 mexes. I also only have 3 mexes, but I'm able to get some of these converters and stuff beforehand, before this battle. I have fewer things to like really talk about now. Like, I covered some of the more interesting topics of how you can get into a position like this where, you know, you win a battle for your team. I'll just say how it. Maybe I won't spoil how it ends. It's a very interesting game. It's definitely one of the weirdest games I've played, just because of that blue player strategies. Use the flamers, try to run in the fiends, try to run in and get Sheldons when I can. Yeah, definitely a difficult battle because I was under populationed. They had more soldiers, and I think slightly better economy, especially with this player helping out. Yeah, definitely better economy. Like, he has a fusion here. He has fusion, and he's got these advanced converters. I don't have fusion. I have no money. I spent all my money fighting. I barely have money for like reclaim bots even sometimes. Yeah, just consistent fighting here, just trying to hold the line for my team because I'm basically half the firepower, at least for this very bottom half. This player is able to get welders and hold up this top side more so. Yeah, I had to run over and help. Even then, I had to run over and help sometimes. Okay, those grunts. I really think that if this player had bunched up a little more, and instead of sending like these very sparse grunt waves, if he had just sent like a swarm of them, like up this way or just through here, just like choose one route, it would have made it like much more difficult. See, this is not a very strong wave because you can AoE that down. If it was this density across like this, I think that would have been very, very difficult to hold. Yeah, these Sheldons, also, this player is spamming ticks, and I'm Cortex, so I can't spam ticks. And so it was kind of unfair how they have both Sheldons and ticks, because the ticks run in and eat the shots from my Sheldons, making it very, very difficult for me as well. At least I'm able to clean up some of these like these leftover plasma bots. Yeah, the welders here, these assault bots for Armada is able to hold. Yeah, I don't know. It felt like if he had just overrun the position with like a huge wave, that, or if he went to a higher technology level, or if he just spammed thugs. I think this tech choice was a little questionable. I think that made it too easy for me or for my team. He also spends time top and bottom, which dilutes his signal. It dilutes what his impact is because, you know, if you just overrun one side, that's how you're able to make a win. So I was completely focused on this top side, relying on my team to hold just to go like this, so we can get a good front line up here. And then I transition down here to just hold here, while this front line hopefully wins, right? That's the idea. Okay, so he's doing a little bit of what I said, but at this point it's a little late because he's got T3, because he's got the hill income, he's got this, all this side's income. It's a little late because this guy had like big AoE if I recall. Oh, look at that, look at that. Look at all those grunts just going down. Just 51 kills on 2 shots? Are you kidding me, dude? He just completely ignores it as well. So he could have just surrounded it and made it die instantly. But look at that, 68 kills, dude. That's a hero mech right there. No micro, you know, I don't know. Games are hard, okay? It's hard to micro everything. See, even Red just sent it over here and forgot about it. Yeah, this battle just keeps going on, okay? It just keeps going on until top breaks, because it's literally a very difficult battle for my side and their side. I mean, I felt like they could have broken us at any moment, but I guess it's a vision thing. Yeah, they have starlights. I'm freaking out. I'm like, this is just so not fun to fight. I'm trying to micro these slow sumos to the front, but like they just get eviscerated by all the range they have. Very difficult fight. Just desperately holding this bottom half until this top half can break through, hopefully. So it's, for me, I fall off on economy because I'm spending all my income on war effort. I don't think I could have, it's starting to get laggy here. I don't think I could have spent 4,000 or maybe 5,000 on the fusion. I don't think I could have, because that would be like almost 20 Sheldons, and as you can see, I don't even have 20 Sheldons here. Like, that's how, like, just to get to T1 or T2 converters with a fusion, I would need 5,000 metal, and I just simply did not have the opportunity to get that much for a long time. Yeah, I don't know. Running them in one by one like this, I just don't think it's that effective. I think if he had teched up to something else, he would have done a lot better. Dude, he's overproducing that. Like, what the heck? I think that's a misinput right there. Dude, there's no way you need that many. We don't have that much air. I don't see any triangles flying around. There's one dragon, but like, he's not even producing it. Luckily, my type slide, the backliners are able to tech up. Probably because they have so much space here, they were able to do it. Meanwhile, this bottom side is desperately like... Now, there's a case to be made that I didn't need to actually get economy because my other player here and these top players were getting it for me. If you think about it, like, team is still getting income one way or another. Maybe we can speed back up here. It doesn't seem to be that laggy. Okay, so if I recall right now, right now I say I have no income, okay? I've been fighting for a long time. I realized, like, I also noticed, like, the reason I say this is because their attacks pittered out a little bit here. The pressure wasn't as strong, so there's a slight lull in the combat. They're holding here. We have just a few units here. Red is also present, so I feel safe enough, just safe enough to like complain to my team that I need to eco. And I eventually here, about now, I start getting my eco. I have to pause production slightly, or I try to get my fusion up. So now I'm able to spend 20 Sheldon's worth on income. Also, there's some reclaim here for me, so I'm able to just get a little bit. I don't have enough for that many, like a swarm of these grave robbers, but they are able to go in and get just a little bit of metal, which is helping me get to the fusion faster. Yeah, see how I'm finally slightly positive, although my deficit is still so huge. I'm able to get just a little bit of income here, which is enough for me to get to the fusion, right when there's a slight lull in the combat. I still micro these units to try to hold, but you know, with red here, it's much safer. So see how this play here lets my ally get, what is it, 16 more mass income here, which lets him tech faster, which lets him protect me. Also, he's able to get this, which he made a ping saying he doesn't know what he's doing. He said he was also on drugs, so you know. Yeah, still sending in these grunts. I don't think this is the right option. I think if he also bunched them up in like a huge line like this and sent it as a wave, that would also do a little better than streaming them in like this. It was good at the very start, but it like severely peters out because you're able to tech against it. So I get like, I guess I didn't really tech, but this guy definitely techs. He gets these tremors, which are just mobile artillery that it has to be static to fire, and it just like denies this entire wave basically, or any stream of units like that. No, he doesn't even get one. Yeah, I don't think this is like a very effective strategy here. This definitely allows me to just use my units that are out here to defend while I'm able to get fusion. I finally get my advanced converters. Also, while that was happening, I had to pause. I forgot to talk about this. This back player was, I think it was one of these players. Which one was it? Where is it? One of these players gets nukes. Where is it? I can't find it. Is that? No. Where did that nuke fire from? I can't find it. Anti-nuke's there. Let me look at the screen closely. Where's Waldo? Where's the nuke silo? Dude, I can't find it. No, I seriously can't find this. This is so funny. Okay, one of these players is able to get enough income and tech up because he had so much space to get the nukes, and luckily their team didn't have anti-nuke, which is just like So confusing. It's 40 minutes into the game and they don't have anti-nuke? That's the saving grace for our team, okay? This game was going kind of bad on this side and in the early game, but we're able to claw ourselves out because we're just lucky that they don't have that. So they had a good play with this beginning thing. I had a good play here. They had a decent play here, pushing consistently. And then they had a misplay with no anti-nuke, allowing these guys to get the kill. And that's gonna enable this to just crush. So even though I keep holding here, it's finally the top side that ends the game. But you see how this early game aggression here was able to save top, which prevents the game from being completely lost. And in fact, it salvages the game, I would argue, just because of that early game aggression enables me to get this hill for red, which makes the space for the backliners here. Now, I wanted to play backline, but you know, sometimes you can't always get what you want. You gotta adapt on the fly. So this just continues to hold while eventually this side breaks. So they have 2 players nuked. And these were the economy players as well. So they had a lot of reactors that went down, and that's just makes them now at disadvantaged. Yeah. Where did all those anti-air go? They're at the base, not defending the front line for his teammate. Okay, he sends them in, but I know how this ends at this point. Is he gonna go for the reactor? I didn't notice at the time. Yeah, he goes for the some of the tech. Oh, he's just flying over. Oh, he's going for this player? I forget. He got reactors. That's gonna put a damper on this player. Yeah, that's it for that. Yeah, he got a couple of reactors with that. He also got a mechs. But yeah, it pitters out. So, well, they finally have anti-nukes, at least for probably this side. I don't remember who had the nuke. Is that it right there? ICBM, yes, that's it. It's this player. Yep, there it is. Interesting that he built it up on the front line. It's kind of weird. Yeah, so now I have the breathing room to go get more economy. I'm catching up to my allies who've had multiple fusions for a long time. Red is covering for this side with all the Karganefs, I don't know. Holds for us. Like, I'm safe, I can tech up. Lets me tech up. So if this game had gone longer, I would have been able to now participate with like a higher economy. But the top side was what ends the game for us. Yeah, I'm very happy that this game wasn't a complete loss. Yeah. Like when you see the commander appearing at like 2 minutes in and he bombs an entire base, you're just like, this game's over. Maybe I'll speed up just a little bit here, just because this game's over, more or less. The other team knows what's up. Like, we're able to hold here. Like, honestly, holding here was like there were many good plays across this game. I think most of the players here, probably everyone, was actually very good. They played really well despite their ratings, I guess. They all played really well this game. Like, this game was super sweaty. Everyone played well, I would say. Yeah, and now it's just cleaning up. So maybe it's time to end the video here. I don't know. Maybe I should just let this play out, just to give you like a catharsis of this. So we got just a lot of grunts now, and I'm sitting in whatever I got. Even though I'm just now resuming my building production. My economy's going up. I finally have a lot of income. Right when the game's ending, I'm finally rich. Yep, that's it. Yeah, the Titan. That's interesting. Was it our Titan? I don't know. I think it's our Titan, actually. Yeah. 4 green space blows up. Yeah, that's it. Alright, thanks for watching. Hopefully this is an interesting game that kind of showed some unorthodox frontlining, some unorthodox early game, and maybe what you can do to try to stop or try to turn the tide of a bad early game. Yeah. Alright, thanks for watching.